Another day, another painful experience of watching Stuart attempt to flirt with Susan for some entirely unknown reason, and I can't even get him to do anything else, because it seems to be all he wants to do. And even when I try to get him to do something else, he'll do it for a little bit, and then he'll go back to flirting with Susan. What is it about Susan? We return to Stuart's story today to pick up on the second milestone of his aspiration. He has already achieved the first part of this milestone, which is to achieve level 4 of the writing skill. He has also completed 12 out of 15 hours writing, which is the second part of this milestone of his aspiration. The third part is to have produced 5 good books, and perhaps unsurprisingly, Stuart has completed 0 out of 5 for this part of his aspiration. And after writing one more book that was less than good quality, Stuart managed to complete 15 hours, checking off the second part of this stage of his aspiration. And the pressure of trying to produce 5 good books quickly gave Stuart a creative fog, one that proved to be quite persistent, as it continued on, and on, and on. However, Stuart did eventually come out of his creative fog, even if just temporarily, and managed to complete 3 out of 5 good books, taking him just a little bit closer to completing this stage of his aspiration. The pressure was on for him to proceed through his aspiration as quickly as possible and escape the asylum, because not doing so meant being stuck in there on his own with just Elgers and Susan, one of which he can't stop fighting, and the other one he can't stop flirting with. And it doesn't really matter which way around you apply that, both ways are terrible. And after a little more effort still, Stuart finally reached 4 out of 5 good books, just one more to go, and then he had completed the second milestone of his aspiration, if he could just stop chatting and flirting with Susan long enough to actually get on with it. And Stuart finally did write a 5th good book, and as he published it, he had already reached the 3rd milestone of his aspiration, which gave him a little bit of progress towards it, as one step was to publish 10 books. So that was 1 out of 10 done. The other parts of his 3rd milestone of his aspiration were to reach level 6 of the writing skill, which he had also already done. Unfortunately, the last part is that he has to write 5 excellent books. And given how long it's taken him to write 5 good books, it's not looking good for him writing 5 excellent books in a timely fashion. Despite the fact that Stuart kept getting creative fog and having to take breaks doing other things, he did eventually start to make some more progress on the 3rd milestone of his aspiration, finally managing to write 1 of 5 excellent books, and having published 3 books in total out of 10. It was still a long way to go, but at least now he was finally moving in the right direction. And despite the fact that Susan kept sitting at Stuart's desk, prohibiting him from writing more, he managed to complete 2 excellent books out of 5, and have 4 out of 10 books published. Now the challenge was just to get Stuart to stop talking to Susan and get on with working on his aspiration. It's almost like Stuart doesn't want to leave the asylum. It's almost like he wants to be stuck here so that he can spend even longer in the presence of Susan. And as progress on Stuart's 3rd milestone is proving slow, I think we'll leave his story there for today. Join us next time as he completes the 3rd and 4th and final milestone of his aspiration and is finally able to leave the asylum. That is, of course, if he can tear himself away from Susan to actually go. Thanks for watching. Stuart's been really sad lately, so I thought maybe he could do some things to cheer himself up, like have a wee sing-song, but that doesn't seem to be doing very much. So maybe he could just play in the rain for a little bit, and that'll cheer him up. Let's see if that helps. Okay, here he goes. He looks and sounds happy, but he's not exactly affecting his sad moodlet. And magically he can run through solid metal gates, apparently, when he's playing in the rain. And he's happy now, but probably only because he's just lined up going to chat with Susan. Honestly, I have done nothing to encourage a relationship between Stuart and Susan, but he cannot leave her alone. He keeps going to her and she keeps being horrible to him because, as you can see there, their relationship is really, really low. There's just the tiniest sliver of green because she keeps doing mean things to him, but he keeps going back for more.